MIA, DMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California, AATLMIA, DMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California,
California, cause there's no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state you can get it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Patriots going up against the Bills. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here. This is James White. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down. And we roll now on the offensive starters. And everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the second round. Yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Taylor, left side here, caught by Clay. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They slot Gronkowski outright. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now a carry for White. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Devin McCourty is one half of twins that can cover just about anyone in the league. A top-notch player who can play corner or safety.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Watkins alone on the left side. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. Taylor going to throw. That's caught at the 1. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Bills team up to Brown there.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Taylor. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
A big gain there for the Bills. 32 yards.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as, that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution. Scrimmage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. Second down, 9 yards to go. They come out here in the eye. Here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Garoppolo looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's go. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now it's Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. Now fourth down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. him. This is Lewis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down, 8.
Let's go. What?
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On the toss, this is Blount. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To play here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Garoppolo now. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets to...
He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 94 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out come the Patriots. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey. Come on, let's go. What?
Again, it's McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And this is caught by Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Garoppolo, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Taylor. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the all-time leading rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles adding to his career total.
And the help he got on the play is it's almost exactly as you would draw it up because in order to get to the edge, you have to do what? You got to seal it. And that's what they did with their blocking there so he could get to the corner and then turn upfield. Great speed, great vision, and that agility you've talked about whenever you've watched him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, they got to go play out.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots coming out now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big, big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They snipped it out and stuffed it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Well, we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Off the toss, Lewis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 18 yards there and a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
This seems almost like a mathematical equation here. LaShawn Shady McCoy goes for big yards running the ball. His team is winning the game. Seems to work out pretty well, doesn't it?
Sound very well. The pride of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania doing his thing again. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Play clock winding down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They come out here in the eye. Here's McCoy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent.